If you're watching videos like this, well, it means that you actually want to do this, or else why would you watch these videos? But there are ideas in your head that are flat out getting in the way. Now, maybe it's at a conscious level, or maybe it's at a subconscious level, which is even worse. But either way, they're blocking you from building a business that could legitimately change the trajectory of your life. So in this video, I'm going to obliterate and destroy the 5 biggest lies about starting a commercial cleaning business. Now, you owe it to yourself to watch this one all the way through because this just might be the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. Starting with lie number 1, well, there's just too much competition out there. Now, this one, if you're thinking it, don't worry, I hear about it all the time, and it resonates with me because I remember I had the same thoughts. When I started my second cleaning business, because the first one was a franchise, I didn't have to worry about the clients at that time. But when I started the second business, I thought the same thing. I was like, there are franchises out there. There are hundreds of companies already doing this. How in the world, us with no clients, no one in this new state, like we didn't move to a new state, didn't know anybody, how in the world were we going to break through? See, all those ideas, it almost talked us out of starting. And I am really glad it didn't for obvious reasons. But here's what I learned, and here's what I want you to understand. You may search Google and you may find tons of cleaning companies in your area, and you're going to see names everywhere. You're going to see reviews everywhere. And your brain is going to go into this little bit of a panic and say something like, well, there's no room for me. And then you may be saying, it's already full. This ocean has too many sharks. But crowded search results does not mean the market is full. It just means the demand is huge. See, businesses need cleaning every single week, and they always are looking for someone who they can trust. No, they're not just looking for someone with a pulse who can clean. They're looking for people they can trust. And most of the companies on Google, well, they're struggling. Why? Well, because they're using the same old tactics, the same broken approach. They're all chasing the same small accounts, and they're wondering why they cannot grow. See, that's not your competition. See, they're just proof that the opportunity in your area is real. The market is not crowded at the top. It's packed at the bottom. And when you learn how to set your company apart, you are not even playing the same game as the rest of the people in your space. Now, I'm not trying to say no one has it figured out, but it would blow your mind, just like it blew my mind when I realized over time that so many people in this industry don't have the slightest clue on how to grow successfully, how to build teams, how to lead, how to take care of their clients beyond just basic cleaning needs. And that is a major advantage for you. Now, lie number 2, you have to wait weeks and months to get paid. See, this one I understand more than most people. See, I grew up in this industry. Well before I was an owner, I was working for my uncle, and he had a very successful commercial cleaning business. So watching him get paid 30 days, 60 days, sometimes 90 days later, well, it's just normal. This is just how it worked. Nobody questioned it. The industry's been the way it's been, right? But then I started a marketing agency years ago, and I was cold calling people across the country. People who had never heard of me. People I've never actually been in their space, but I was selling them Facebook ad services for thousands of dollars up front. Now, before I did a single thing for them, they would wire over a couple $1,000s. So when I started my second cleaning business with my wife, well, that idea hit me. I'm like, if these strangers are happy to do that, why wouldn't these local businesses do the same thing? So we started implementing that as policy. And guess what? Nobody batted an eye. Every once in a while, even to this day, maybe you'll get 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 say, well, why can't I just pay at the end of 30 days? And it's like, well, this is our policy. It's kind of how we do it. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, no problems at all. Okay, makes sense. No big deal. And see, this is why it works, because when a client wants to work with you, when they trust you and they're ready to move forward, a slight billing change is not a big deal for them. They just want the job done right, because if it's done right, then they get to be happy. See, the clients who push back hard on paying up front, which there's not many, but they do exist, I want you to pay attention to that because in my experience, those are almost always the ones you don't want to be working with at the end of the day anyway. So if it doesn't seem to work out on a rare occasion, trust me, you dodged a bullet. Hey, real quick, before we go on to line number 3, if you're finding this helpful and you want me and my team to personally help you build this cleaning business for you, click the first link in the description, book a call, talk with my team. It takes 2 minutes. All right, let's get back to it. Line number 3, finding good cleaners is impossible. So this one I'll give you a little bit because I've been there as well. But let me give you some context. Between all of my companies, I've hired over 400 people. So I have seen this thing from every single angle. Here's what I can tell you with absolute confidence. The workers are out there. Why? Why am I saying that? Well, because more people than ever are looking for extra work right now. And why is that? It's because the cost of living has gone up. Things are tight. Flexible part-time work that fits around someone's schedule, well, that's exactly what a lot of people need right now. See, the problem isn't that people don't want to work. That's nonsense. The problem is that most business owners, well, don't have a real system for finding good people that do want to work and then ultimately keeping them happy. They just post once. They get frustrated. They decide nobody wants to work, or they'll reach out to other people, word of mouth. They can't seem to find anybody. They assume, throw the baby out with the bathwater. This business is cooked because I can't find people who want to work. See, that isn't a problem that is unfixable. It's not a people problem. It's a process problem. The way to fix it is to just build a simple hiring system, treat people well, pay them on time, and then your team stays. Your headaches drop, and then it stops feeling like a crisis whenever you need to find new people because the right people are always out there. You just need to know how to cast that net and bring them into your company. Now, line number 4, you need experience to be successful and land the right accounts in this game. Now, this is a lie I hear from almost everyone who is right on the edge. And then they talk themselves out of it, a lot of them, and that's sad. So let me be 100% straight with you. Cleaning clients are not hiring you based on how many years you've been in this industry. They're not asking for your portfolio. They are not checking your background. They are asking one thing, flat out. Can I trust this person? And here's the truth about trust. It has nothing to do with experience. It comes down to how you make someone feel in a conversation along with your marketing. See, when a potential client feels like you truly understand their problems, like you understand what keeps them up at night about their current cleaning situation, then experience becomes completely irrelevant because they, well, trust you. See, one thing that makes me very proud is that I have people almost every day in my program going out there with no business experience, no cleaning experience, and they are having walkthroughs, landing large clients right out of the gate without any background. And that's because they understand this very truth. We are in a trust economy. It's a relationships economy. And trust, I mean, it's the best currency there is. It's more important than, the fact that you may have cleaned an airport a long time ago. It's so much more important because at the end of the day, it's, can you solve my problem? That's what they're saying to you. And if you could do that, well, then everything else it's just noise. It doesn't matter. All right, lastly, line number 5. You have to do the cleaning yourself to make real money. Now, I saved this one for last, possibly because it's the most damaging one of all. And if this idea is in your head right now, then I need you to hear this clearly. Hear my voice. You may want to rerun this a couple of times. You are not building a cleaning business. You are building a business that provides cleaning services. Rewind that. I hope it doesn't sound like guru nonsense, but it's important. See, those two are very different things. And the difference is your entire life. Let me tell you about the day I landed my first car dealership account. If you're not new to this channel, then you're not new to this story. But I'm going to say it again anyway. See, I had been in the industry for a long time at that point, but I had so many accounts under my belt, but they were small. I had nothing on the larger side. So when I walked in to meet with that dealership, I honestly expected them to ask me for a list of the bigger clients that I had worked for before. So like walking into that walkthrough, I was afraid. I thought they were going to want references. I thought ultimately they were going to be like, hey, I need proof that you can handle a place this size. But you know something? They never asked, and they hired me. And I never cleaned the building once. Your job is to land the contracts, hire the labor, and then run the operation, not show up at 10 p.m. with a mop. And when you build this business the right way, you're going to have cleaners doing the work. You'll have someone managing those cleaners, and you are focused on growth. That's it. That's how side income becomes a full-time income. And that is how full-time income becomes something that runs without you having to be there every single day. See, that is the version of this business you are building toward. And, well, it's a lot more achievable than most people think. So here's where this all leaves you. The competition lie, well, that's gone. The cash flow lie is gone. The workers, the experience, and you have to go all in and do all the cleaning to make money, well, that's all gone. But here's the thing. Knowing the lies are not real is just the first step, because now you have a new problem, unfortunately. You believe that this is possible, but you still don't know exactly what to do. And that gap between believing and knowing is where most people stay stuck. They watch the video, they feel fired up, life gets busy, and 6 months later, well, they're in the exact same spot. Don't let that be you. I want you to watch this video right here. It's going to help you understand the first few steps you need to get this thing off the ground. Don't let me down. Carry this momentum into that video. I'll see you over there.